Hello students, welcome to video lecture on complex numbers. In this lecture, I am going to discuss De Moivre's theorem in complex numbers. This is very important theorem. We will go to De Moivre's theorem. What is De Moivre's theorem? Now we have Z is equal to x plus iy. This is suppose complex number. We can convert that complex number into polar form, that is r in bracket cos theta plus I sin theta, which is equal to r e raised to I theta. Where z is equal to r e raised to I theta, it is called exponential form of the complex number. Now if we take nth power, z raised to n, so z raised to n means r e raised to I theta bracket raised to n, and this can be written as r raised to n into e raised to I n theta. For r is equal to 1, the above equation reduces to z raised to n is equal to 1 e raised to I n theta, which is equal to e raised to I n theta. Or we can write cos theta plus I sin theta bracket raised to n is equal to e raised to I n theta. Now e raised to I n theta we can write as cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So cos plus I sin theta bracket raised to n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. Now this statement, it is called De Moivre's theorem, and it has number of applications in complex numbers. Now we will see some examples using De Moivre's theorem. Now let us take first example. Find the square of z is equal to 1 plus root 3i. So z is equal to 1 plus root 3i. So we have here x is equal to 1, y is equal to root 3. So r square is what? X square plus y square. So it is 1 square plus root 3 square. So r square is equal to 4. So we get r is equal to 2. Means here we get r is equal to 2. And theta is what? Tan inverse y by x. So we get tan inverse root 3 by 1. So tan inverse 3, that is theta is equal to pi by 3. So we can write z is equal to 2 in bracket cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3, because it is r cos theta plus I sin theta, where theta is argument, that theta is pi by 3 and r is 2. Now let us take z square. So z square is equal to 2 square, that is 4 in bracket cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3 bracket square. Now if we use De Moivre's theorem, we get z square is equal to 2 square, means 4 is 2 square, cos 2 pi by 3 plus I sin 2 pi by 3, because cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. So we got z square is equal to this. So here we can write z square is equal to 4 in bracket cos 2 pi by 3 is minus 1 half, sin 2 pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. So we get this as minus 2 plus I times 2 root 3. So this is square of this complex number. Now if we take Argand diagram, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Suppose we take here real numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we can take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, that is on real axis. Here we can take 1i, 2i, 3i, 4i, and so on. Here we have minus 1i, minus 2i, minus 3i, and if we plot z is 1 plus root 3i. So here 1 root 3 means 1.7 something, so you will get here point here, and if we join this OP point, this represents complex number z. This angle is pi by 3 and its modulus will be 2. Now if we draw z square this one. Now minus 2 plus I 2 root 3. So minus 2, 2 root 3, 3.4 something here. So we'll get here. And if we join this, so here OR, this represents z square. And here this angle, it is 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3. Now if z is equal to 2 root 3 plus 2i, evaluate z cube. So we have to take cube of z. Now here we have x is equal to 2 root 3, y is equal to 2. So we can find r is root of x square plus y square. So we get here 4 into 3 plus 4. So you will get root of 16, that is 4. So here we got 4r. Now theta is tan inverse y by x. So tan inverse y, that is 2 upon 2 root 3. So it is tan inverse 1 upon root 3. So we get theta is equal to pi by 6. So what is z? Z is equal to 4 in bracket cos theta. So cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. Now we have to find z cube. So z cube is equal to 4 cube in bracket cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6 and cube of this. Now we know cos theta plus I sin theta raised to n is equal to cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This is De Moivre's theorem. So we get here z cube is equal to 4 cube, that is 64, cos 3 pi by 6 plus I sin 3 pi by 6 using De Moivre's theorem. So z cube is equal to 64 in bracket cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. Now we know cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. So we get here 64i. This is z cube. Z cube is 64i. So this is obtained using De Moivre's theorem. Now let us go to next example. Simplify 1 plus I bracket raised to 8 minus 1 minus I bracket raised to 8. So first we will find 1 plus I bracket raised to 8. So let us take complex number. Z is equal to 1 plus I. So x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. So r is root of x square plus y square. So we will get root of 2. And theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. So here we get tan inverse 1 by 1. That is tan inverse 1. This is equal to pi by 4. This is pi by 4. Theta is equal to pi by 4. So what is 1 plus I? 1 plus I in polar form as root 2 in bracket cos pi by 4 plus I sine pi by 4. So 1 plus I raised to 8 is equal to root 2 raised to 8 cos pi by 4 plus I sine pi by 4 raised to 8. So now we can use De Moivre's theorem here. So here 2 raised to 4 in bracket cos 8 pi by 4 plus I sine 8 pi by 4. So we get here 2 raised to 4 cos 2 pi plus I sine 2 pi. Now cos 2 pi is 1, I sine 2 pi is 0. So we get this as 2 raised to 4, that is 16. That is 16. So 1 plus I raised to 8 is equal to 16. Now we can find 1 minus I raised to 8. So 1 minus I, let us take this as complex number z1. So x1 is equal to 1, y1 is equal to minus 1. So we'll get r is equal to r1 root of x1 square plus y1 square, that is equal to root of 2. And theta is equal to tan inverse. Now here minus 1 upon 1, that is minus 1. So this is 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4. So what is z1? Z1 is equal to root 2 cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sine 3 pi by 4. And now take 8th power. So root 2 raised to 8 in bracket cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sine 3 pi by 4 raised to 8. So this 1 minus I raised to 8 is equal to 2 raised to 4. Now we will get cos 8 into 3 pi by 4. So we will get here 6 pi plus I sine 6 pi. Now cos 6 pi is 1. This is 1. This is 0. So we'll get 1 minus I raised to 8 is equal to also 16. So 1 plus I raised to 8 minus 1 minus I raised to 8 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0 because it is 16 minus 16 is equal to 0. So this difference is 0. Now let us go to next example. Simplify. In bracket 1 half plus I root 3 by 2 bracket raised to 6 minus in bracket 1 half minus I root 3 by 2 bracket raised to 6. Now here we will take this complex number as z1 and this as z2. So z1 raised to 6 minus z2 raised to 6. So z1 is equal to 1 half plus I root 3 by 2. We will obtain its polar form. So here x is equal to 1 half, y is equal to root 3 by 2. So we can take r. R is equal to x square plus y square. That is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. So this is root 1. So it is 1. So we got r is equal to 1. And what is theta? Theta is tan inverse y by x. So if you take tan inverse y by x, y is root 3 by 2 upon 1 half. So you will get tan inverse root 3. So theta is pi by 3. So theta is pi by 3. So Z1, that is R, in bracket cos theta plus I sin theta raised to so it is equal to 1 in bracket cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. So here now you will get z1 raised to 6, that is 1 raised to 6 cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3 raised to 6. So here we will get this one as cos 6 pi by 3 plus I sin 6 pi by 3 using De Moivre's theorem. So it is cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi. So here cos 2 pi is 1, sin 2 pi is 0, so we get here 1. We get here 1. So z1 raised to 6 is 1. Now we can find z2. So z2 it is 1 half minus I root 3 by 2. So x2 is equal to 1 half, y2 is equal to minus root 3 by 2. So we get here r2 it is root of 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, x2 square plus y2 square. So this is root of 1, that is 1, and theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. So we get here tan inverse minus root 3. Minus root 3 means we can take this as 4 pi by 3. 4 pi by 3. So now z2 is equal to 1 in bracket cos 4 pi by 3 plus I sin 4 pi by 3. And now z2 raised to 6 is equal to cos 4 pi by 3 plus I sin 4 pi by 3 bracket raised to 6. Now use De Moivre's theorem. So we'll get cos 6 into 4 pi by 3. So we'll get 8 pi plus I sin 8 pi. Now cos 2 pi it is 1. Sin 8 pi is 0. So z2 raised to 6 is equal to 1. So z1 raised to 6 minus z2 raised to 6 is equal to 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So this problem will give you value 0, that is 1 half plus I root 3 by 2 bracket raised to 6 minus 1 half minus in bracket 1 half minus I root 3 by 2 bracket raised to 6. This one will be equal to 0. Now let us go to next problem. Determine the value of product cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4 in first bracket multiplied by cos 3 pi by 8 plus I sin 3 pi by 8 bracket square. Now let us take this one. We will use De Moivre's theorem for this. So cos 3 pi by 8 plus I sin 3 pi by 8 square bracket square. So I can write here cos 2 into 3 pi by 8 plus I sin 2 into 3 pi by 8. So we get here cos 3 pi by 4 plus I sin 3 pi by 4 using De Moivre's theorem. Now this one I can write e raised to I 3 pi by 4 and cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4 multiplied by cos 3 pi by 8 plus I sin 3 pi by 8 raised to 2 will be equal to, now cos pi by 4 plus I sin pi by 4, this one I can write e raised to I pi by 4 into this one we have already obtained here, e raised to I 3 pi by 4. So we get here e raised to I pi by 4 plus 3 pi by 4. So we'll get here e raised to I pi, 4 pi upon 4. So e raised to I pi, that is cos pi plus I sin pi. Cos pi is minus 1, sin pi is 0, so result is minus 1. So the product of this bracket is equal to minus 1. So this is about De Moivre's theorem. And we have seen some problems using De Moivre's theorem. In next lecture, we will discuss roots of a complex number. So thanks very much. If you like my lecture, I request you to subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed, and also press like button. Thanks very much.